If your child struggles with the long written subtraction method, that's the one where we have to borrow and cross out numbers and bring ones across and change numbers inside it. If it's too messy for them, if it takes too long, if they end up getting the wrong answers, then perhaps they should try the adjusting method, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples now. So for 8012, take away 4896. Normally what we would do is we would write the 8012 on top of the 4896, and what you would end up with is straight away a problem where you've got a 2 take away a 6. Some children make the mistake of doing 6 take away 2 and writing a 4, and the answer will be wrong. So if your child's one of those kids, try the adjusting method instead. After all, you'll not just be borrowing here. At some stage we're going to have to go right across to this 8, cross it out, make it a 7, and turn this into a 10 to cross it out to make it a 9, to make that an 11, or something like that. So instead of that, why not write 8012, take away 4896 across the way, and make some changes to the numbers. So this 4896 that I'm taking away, it's the number that I would like to become an easy number. So first of all, I'm just going to add 4 to it, because that will change it into 4900. But before I do anything else, I need to add 4 to my first number as well. I need to do the same thing to both numbers. So adding 4 to the first number will turn it into an 8016. And now I know I'm only 100 away from this number becoming 5000. So I'm going to add 100 to it so that it can become the number 5000. And I'm going to go across to my first number and add 100 to it as well. So adding 100 to 8016 just means 8116 instead of 8016. And now I've got 8116 just taking away a 5000, which means we just need to focus on the thousands digits. 8 take away 5 is 3, and the 116 stays the same, so the answer is 3116. Again, for our second example of 6201, take away 3753, I'm left with quite a few problems. I'm going to have a 1 take away a 3, which I can't do, so it needs to borrow, but it can't borrow from the tens because there aren't any. So then we'll need to borrow from the hundreds to go into the tens to go back to the units. So instead of that, why not use the adjusting method? 6201 take away 3753. There are going to be a few steps here, perhaps one more step than there was here, but I think your child should be patient and try that, and there's just a little bit of simple addition going on here. So first of all, let's just change this 53 at the end of this number into a 60 by adding 7. Now I'll need to add 7 here as well, making sure I do the same to both numbers. So it will become 3760, and this number here will become 6208. And that's not simple enough to do mental subtraction with, so I'm going to add 40 to this number now. So I must add 40 to that one as well, and that will change this number into 3800. And it will change that number into 6248. Again, taking away 3800, not simple. If your child decides at this stage they want to write this using that method now, there will be less borrowing, but there still will be a little bit. So what I'm going to do is add 200 now to this number and add 200 to this number, because if I add 200, it will become a 4000. And 4000 is a simple number to take away. So that number there will become 6448, and I'm left with 6448 take away 4000, which is just basically the 6 take away a 4 to become a 2000, and the 448 stays the same. So that becomes the answer to 6201 take away 3753. For more fast strategies for long addition and subtraction, try the Target 8 workbook in the Target Practice series.